That's a dope hoodie, by the way. Happy Father's Day.
He's listen. Don't
Thanks,
even
brother.
tell him that the hoodie is a part of everything we got
No.
going on.
You said what?
And
Listen,
now June 20th is cold in his house. Stop.
I, we keep the
Stop.
air on. It's like a running temperature, 71 degrees over here. It's freezing
Yeah.
actually.
Okay.
But I don't have any antics today. I'm here to sympathize the entire episode.
Sympathize with who?
But
That's what
if we
I'm
do
trying to
things
figure
like
out.
this, it's gonna get nasty. Because I'm trying to be nice guy, but if we do stuff
I
like
w-
this,
I
it's gonna
wanted
get
to get
nasty.
nasty because I want to hear your true takes on what went on and what's going on. That's why I wanted to get nasty
Okay.
because in retrospect, I'm saving what I gotta say. Just go live.
First off, we're live, but I just want to know.
Okay.
I have a few questions for the viewers. When you guys watch the VOD on YouTube, why
Uh,
don't you give the YouTube video a thumbs up? I'm just literally wondering. So I'm gonna see if this VOD gets more thumbs up. Just a question.
so we
Uh,
cast it. Okay, so and I want your original thoughts, your original feelings because
It's
basically
nasty. It's really nasty.
other
You
than
don't want to hear it.
other than I do other than the Nets losing, which is sad for Brooklyn, sad for New York, sad for Slim, sad for I wanted to see them advance, whatever
What
the
is
case may
so
be.
sad about this? That's what I'm trying to like.
Just listen, because honest, it's sad for the NBA. They
No, it's
next
not.
viewership their next viewership of making more money in terms of viewing.
The NBA has enough money. Like we don't gotta keep
No,
trying to
but
make them richer. They have enough money.
listen, if you had $10 billion, is the way in your mind you like, I want 11.
Of course, but
Okay, so
I
that's
feel
what
like
it
they're
is.
gonna get a
So
lot of viewership. It's gonna be the
no,
first
they will,
finals.
but I'm saying they cash cows of Lakers, Clippers, or that
Of
went
course,
down. Now
of course,
Brooklyn Lakers that
of
went down.
course.
Brooklyn Clippers that went down.
No,
It
Brooklyn
might
Clippers
be
was never a
Bucks.
thing.
It might be Bucks Suns, and
Brooklyn Clippers
then
was never a thing, and I'm watching the Sun Bucks series in its entirety.
of course we are. We love basketball. That's what we do. We're gonna do it. But okay, other than them losing, that you can talk about that, whatever.
Hmm.
KD played his heart out in a way which he gained fans. I feel like, which is like, how could he gain more fans? But
I
what I'm
don't.
seeing, I think that happened. James on a grade 2 hamstring. Sure, he was slow hampered. He missed everything by a triple double. That happened.
Hmm.
Drew Holiday, who you hate so much, made them come back. Brought them back in them last 2 minutes.
I
Can't
thought
really
he had
harp on Drew Holiday.
500K. I thought he had 500K on the Nets, but that's a conversation for a different day.
You thought he had 500K on
And
the
the
Nets, but
bookies came.
he packed them up. He closed the Nets out. Like Drew Holiday in a sense closed the Nets out.
He did, but
And then we could all be like, Joe Harris, you get $80 million, and
don't
you
do
drew.
that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because nobody
And
was
he
shooting.
drew.
Nobody been shooting like that all playoffs. It's been up and down for every shooter this entire playoffs. Don't try to single one person out.
Joe Harris drew.
Well, how did he draw?
Joe, what? Stop, bro. He was the best shooter in the NBA all year. And this series, Joe Harris probably averaged 28% from the three. He drew.
Because they're
He
locking
drew.
that up.
He's open. Did you see? You didn't watch the game last night. You didn't see his last two threes. He was by
Watch the
himself.
game. Watch the game in its entirety. Listen. This whole narrative.
It's no
That
narrative. I'm just saying. I don't know which way you want to swindle. Your take is nasty. I just want to hear it. I really want to hear your take.
can we
And
can
then
we talk
talk
about?
about Kimba, like how Kimba's going to OKC, and you're gonna say he's gonna kill himself and all that. I know you got that in the bag. I know you got that in the bag. So
First
let
off,
it, like,
First off, OKC is the place where you go and get your contract off anyways, just to bring a little excitement to the city. But
exactly.
Kimba and OKC, it just goes to show you everything I said was true.
Which was what?
What do they call OKC?
You said Kimba was overrated.
Has been Island.
Oh my god.
Has been Island got it. But what if Kimba did pull a Chris Paul and then takes him to an 8 seed next year in the playoffs?
That's not happening. He's not CP. And also, Prisoner of the Moment podcast. Yo, I've never seen so many Chris in my life. I've never seen so many Brooklyn Nets fans in my life. I've never seen so many Kevin Durant fans turned fans in my life. You guys are now, especially, let's start with the chat yesterday. The reason I replied, because you guys are sick. You guys are sick. You guys are really sick.
How are we sick, Shaq?
The first person to talk usually is the sickest. I just need to know what is this
So I'm the sickest?
overwhelming? What is this overwhelming? What is this word? Sympathy for Kevin Durant. I want to hear it. Dale, we got you out the way.
Like I'll go first. Like, how are you not going to
No, don't
respect
do that. No, don't
what he
do,
did?
Wait. In Golden State,
How are you
in
not
Brooklyn
gonna
this
respect
year,
what he did?
which part do I need to respect? In Golden State the first time, in Brooklyn the second time.
We're talking about this situation with Brooklyn, like how he won and how he lost.
What do you
He
mean?
didn't pout. He didn't throw him off the court.
What? Yo, get the. All right,
coulda,
man.
bro.
All right, okay, all right. That's why we're celebrating Kevin Durant because he lost honorably.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, absolutely.
Corny. All you guys
That's
are
how
corny.
I looked at it.
Corny. And I thought the whole funeral was corny. And I know KD's not in here today because I'm looking on the users for. I can't believe just because Dale got his feelings hurt because his friends lost in the what was that? The quarters? The second round? This is nasty.
Keep going. Your story's not finished. Keep going.
This is nasty. Because instead of celebrating how you guys slandered Giannis, we're on here talking about Kevin Durant. Giannis went away in a game 7, dropped a 40-piece, averaged 30 plus over the last 5 games since they went down 0-2, and we're sitting here talking about Kevin Durant and being sad for him. But we're talking about a guy that how about let's champion Giannis? How about that one? You guys sit here and slander him as if he didn't average a double-double with supreme rebounds. And I know Jordan is about to pull up some facts and try to hate on Giannis, but let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck because if the tables were returned, if the tables turned and Kevin Durant went to LeBron's house in a game 7 and dropped 40 for a closeout, the parade, it would be champagne bottles in the locker room already. But because it's Giannis, and you guys don't like Giannis.
You know what's crazy? It's 2 things. Giannis is not KD, and KD is not Braun.
Okay, but there's people that can argue that Giannis is better than KD. So what are we talking about?
No one. I honestly don't think people could say it, but it's not an argument. I would be like, oh, okay, and walk away.
It's like
that person don't know basketball and need to stand in front of the train.
No, because it's like because. That's funny because I don't think KD. We hooping. No. You guys got middle. Your guy has Middleton out there looking like a superstar. Bottom line, let's just start naming off facts. These are facts. Middleton is out there looking like a. You got James Harden. I don't want to hear that, man. I don't. They got Chris Middleton. That's the second best player. Like, cut it out. It's always these narratives being drawn to make excuses for the. Like, I love KD. He played. He did play a good game. But he had a stacked team. And I told you 8 months ago at the start of this show, you cannot put a team together like that, injury-ridden, think you're finna walk in the playoffs and just – it does not happen. It does not happen. So it does not happen.
Yo, I thought you would have came with more heat. I hate all your takes. I don't even want to talk back to them because your takes.
You don't have to.
Your
I know
takes
you're
are just dumb. It's dumb.
You're bruised.
It's really dumb.
You're bruised. You're bruised right now.
No,
you,
I'm not.
Jay, both
Listen,
Jays, all 3 of you guys.
Let me tell you why I'm not bruised because you said it first. You said it. You never see so many Brooklyn Nets fans. You never see so many people love KD fans. So it's not a bruise. It's just like you like, damn, like he must have did something for people to just like grasp him now. Like, damn, bro, you really that.
He
dude.
Lost after because this is the thing. No. This is the thing.
And
I caught myself trying to sympathize with KD as the closing seconds in the 4th quarter before it went to OT, and I was like, no, I'm not about to do this right now. This man literally tried to manipulate the league ever since the inception of his career. Yes, these are facts.
How when Paul George and Kawhi lost last year, why no one ain't sympathized with them?
What you mean? I don't know.
Exactly.
Why didn't they?
Because they're not that dude like this man. That's why.
So what?
And now.
Okay. So is it
to your doc you didn't create? And now later on in the next couple of minutes, let's start peddling back your words about Paul George. You could definitely start doing that. You could definitely start retracing those steps as well.
Okay. Will you retrace your steps about Giannis?
Never, ever, not in a million years. Ever.
He just eliminated. He just eliminated. He just eliminated your GOAT. It was him.
Yeah.
It was Giannis. It was Giannis.
It wasn't.
It was Giannis over a 5-game span, averaging 30 plus and 15 plus rebounds over 5 straight games.
It was Chris Middleton, and we know it was Chris Middleton.
How is it? This is what I'm saying. It's just lack of respect. So no, I'm not gonna walk.
In the fourth quarter, right? In the fourth quarter, when they needed a bucket, they needed to close the game. It's two people that took the most shots. It was Drew Holiday and it was Chris Middleton. They can't give it to him to create because he get fouled and he shoots clutch air balls. He had one jump hook in the overtime, which was a big time shot. But let's be honest here. Chris and Drew closed that game. Giannis played well. He dominated, strong dunk, whatever the case may be. But Giannis did not close this game.
Okay,
I know that.
Okay,
Giannis
so
knew that. That's why I think he's like, honestly, that's the best player in basketball right now. As he got off the podium or wherever he was sitting. Those are his words, not mine, not yours, obviously, not JD's, not Jay's.
Of course he's the best player in basketball right now. But he's at the crib.
He didn't say him. He said KD.
Yeah, exactly. Of course he's the best player in basketball. I also agree with that statement. Like, we're not going to take away from what KD was doing individually, but I'm not going to sympathize, bro. You went out and got Kyrie Irving.
No one's sympathizing.
Everybody, bro, do I need to post? Do I need to post this group chat to the IG story? Entitle it.
Your take was a super team. Kyrie wasn't there, and James was playing in a grade 2 hamstring. That's what he was doing. I'm not even trying to bring excuses because I think James playing helped them. Me personally.
Of course, I want James at 60%. I want James at 60% over all those guys.
I don't know how true that is, but I guess.
but he wasn't at 60% though. But he wasn't at 60% at all.
I don't know what percentage it is, but you could tell, bro. You could tell how he was moving. He's really. You could tell. Come on, bro.
Yeah, we shooting a lot of bail today, but it's cool though.
Who's bailing? I didn't shoot no bail, bro. I didn't bring nothing up. You could have your field day.
I don't need to have a field day because this is prisoner of the moment and we're all guilty of it. I'm not about to sit here. I'm happy that KD lost.
I'm happy.
I'm not happy that anybody lost. That's nasty to be happy that he lost. But all I'm saying is, karma, listen, it is what it is. It is. This is just how the universe works. It is. It just is.
Karma what?
This is just how the universe works. It just is. It's a weird thing like that. I just want to know what team has done what KD was trying to do this year. Limp into the playoffs like that.
They got injured in the playoffs. I don't think they limped in. They went in 1-5. Was up.
No. What do you mean they didn't limp in? Like, did you not see the entire season last year? It was a rarity to see all three of them on the court, and it continued in the playoffs.
Right, but when you say limp in, I would say when you limp in, that means you go in hurt. I didn't think they went in hurt. I think they got hurt. Like, that's all I'm saying. The Nets
had Kyrie going up 2-0, correct?
Yes. They had him up 2-1. They lost him in game 4.
So without Kyrie, basically,
and I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to game 3 because that game haunts me more than last night ever will.
Basically, without Kyrie, they went 1-4. With Kyrie, they would have 1-5.
First of all, happy Father's Day. Thank you for having me. We've been talking for, I don't know, 15 minutes, and no one has brought up the fact that KD was this close to ending the Bucks season on that shot that his foot was barely touching the line.
The size 19.
So are we missing that fact?
It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
It did happen. What happened is he stepped on the line by not even an inch.
No, he was really on that sucker. That's like he was really up on that line.
Very close to it. He was very close to that being a 3 ball.
I just got a question though. So if LeBron was on that Brooklyn Nets squad, would it have been the same fate?
If LeBron if he had that
roster,
James Harden?
That roster, yeah.
Wait, that James Harden, no Kyrie.
Yeah. Same everything.
They probably would have lost in 6.
This is just, but that's just how disrespectful. I'm gonna
tell you why. Because the Braun we're thinking about is not the same Braun.
Okay. Right.
I'm just being honest. I'm literally just being totally honest. Because the Bron you're talking about right now, right? He was by himself with against Phoenix, and they lost in 6.
So who's supporting Cat? Did the Lakers have a Blake Griffin? Let's just start there.
Honestly, like, this is just me speaking. I don't know how the rest of it. I'm taking Montrezl Harrell right now over Blake Griffin.
I bet you are.
I am.
I bet you are.
I'm taking Montrezl Harrell right now over Blake Griffin.
Is it because of how he scored or what?
It's his energy, how he plays hard. Just that listen, the whole NBA is taking Montrezl Harrell right now over Blake Griffin. And Shaq in his mind forgot how Vogel messed that up. So he's like, take Montrezl now too. But he's not gonna say it, but you know you're taking Montrezl over Blake right now, today, as we're speaking. You know you are.
With LeBron,
are you
I
Shaq,
don't
yes
know.
or no?
With LeBron, I don't know. Like you said, I feel like I like Blake more with Bron in that type of style.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm taking Montrezl. Who else? A 60% James Harden. I'm trying to think. Joe Harris playing the way he played. He got all the shots Bron to get him. He got them. He's in a D'Antoni system. So I'm trying to figure out Bruce Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown, Kuzma, that's who you're comparing now? Talent-wise, that's who you're going to compare? The roster situation? Let me see what else you got there. Oh, Marc Gasol. You know how you felt about Mark when y'all signed him? Marc Gasol. Let's not do this. Let's not do. Who we got for Mark? What's the guy with the hair name? DeAndre Jordan, who sits on the bench. What's the guy with the hair name? Claxton? Marc Gasol and Claxton? What are we doing here? What are we doing, Shaq? Schroeder?
I'm letting you grieve.
Oh, now I'm grieving. I'm just answering your question.
No,
wait, are both of you guys grieving right now?
Oh no, I'm fine. Shaq is still grieving. That's why he got his hoodie on.
I'm not grieving. Not even a
it's
little bit.
It's cold at funerals.
Hey, JD, are you grieving about your Mavs?
No, of course not. I had no expectations for them. But also, Shaq, because I got called out about my comments in the chat, I did feel bad for Kevin Durant. He came out.
Why didn't you feel bad for LeBron? Why didn't you feel bad for LeBron?
And honestly,
no, this is an honest question.
53 minutes.
Okay, Jordan, why didn't you feel bad for LeBron? I'm just curious.
Because of how Kevin Durant did that.
How did he? What did he do?
How many games did the Lakers lose?
No. What did Kevin Durant do that was so special to the point where you got to feel like you lost yesterday? That's what I'm trying to get at, so I can feel that with you.
Nah, it wasn't that I felt like I lost. It was one of those, bro, you've literally been in a situation like that. And we could literally bring up when we were playing at Edmonds, for example, for how close we were to getting something that we worked so hard for, and to put on a performance like that on that stage, and then have your foot on the line for that 3. Okay, boom, whatever. You get another shot, airballs it for whatever
So we're
reason.
going to talk about how lopsided it was for them, the chances, how Vegas had them winning the championship because of something that they constructed to literally try to cheat to win a championship.
Shaq,
bro, I would not feel any type of way if Harden and Kyrie were full strength on the floor. I would not feel any type of way.
Can we get a poll, please? Can we please get a poll? I'm just trying to figure out so you're trying to tell me that was an honest way to try to win an NBA championship.
To get the best team, everyone does it. What are you talking about? What's going to happen next year when it's a healthy Anthony Davis, healthy LeBron James, and a healthy
when Dame Lillard, it's not that though. It's not that, and it's not that, and it's not going to turn into that. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I'm calling it here right now.
So Dame's not going to the Lakers?
Yo, and Jesse B said, I swear Shaq just be talking facts. Yeah, Shaq do be talking. How is that a bad take? I'm honestly trying to figure out. So not JB. So you're trying to tell me that this was fair going into it. Kyrie Irving, James Harden pouting his way out of Houston, and Kevin Durant.
Oh my God, bro! I can't believe we're back.
No.
If we go
Stop,
back to the
stop,
Miami
stop,
days,
stop.
let's go back to the Miami days.
No.
Last year, the Lakers rosters, right? They
All right,
potentially had 4 Hall of Famers.
All right.
They
Y'all
had-
don't see a
I'm
trend
also-
with Kevin Durant?
They have
Y'all don't see a
Braun,
trend?
Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, and Rajon Rondo.
We're not talking about Kevin Durant's game. I'm just asking you, do we not see a trend with Kevin Durant?
Hold on, I'm confused, Shaq, because this is coming from
No,
such a
why
weird
would
place.
not?
because
Why
you
would
said if the
nobody?
Brooklyn
Wait.
Nets- If
Why
the
would
Brooklyn
nobody
Nets made it
answer
to
my
the finals,
questions?
you said they deserved it.
Why would nobody? But they didn't, and now I can expose them for the truth of what the matter is. Why won't you answer my questions? I don't know. It's
What
just
does
like
it matter? What
Shaq
does it
asked.
matter?
Okay.
You started with me, sir,
Then why? Yeah,
and I brought up Miami.
No. Don't bring up Miami. Let's talk about Brooklyn right now. Right now. No, let's
Why
talk
you
about
can't
this.
bring up
You
something
said they
you
started
agree
trends,
with?
bro.
Let's talk.
But stuff has been going on in the NBA for years.
So you're trying to tell me a Chris Bosh,
Yes.
a Dwayne Wade, and LeBron
Yes.
James is more firepower than a Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden.
It's
Oh,
equivalent.
depend on-
Like it's the
yeah,
same
depend-
positions, bro.
So you would trade Bosh for any one of those players right now? You would give us Harden for Bosh? You would give us Kyrie for Bosh? Because we'll do that trade.
Yo, a prime Wade
No.
and a prime Harden. A lot of people is making that.
No.
trade.
For
Honestly.
For Bosh. Will you trade Bosh for Harden?
Listen, prime Bosh, prime Kyrie. People are probably making that trade also.
That's a lie.
You gotta-
Positions,
We can
bro.
never keep it
like,
above.
come on.
Numbers,
We
bro.
can never. What
They
about?
take the same real estate on the floor.
All right.
The only thing is Kyrie's more flashy, more bro. Chris
Okay.
Bosh on Toronto was 25-9.
Okay.
Easy. Dominating. Easy.
Okay. Who did LeBron take
Just
to Game
like
6
Kyrie,
without?
Cleveland alone.
Okay. All right. Is
That's
there a
why when
trend?
they
Is
linked
okay.
up, I always tell you this. Then they linked up. Brown was like, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5. It's a reason he did that little soliloquy.
Mhm.
It's a reason that you watched that and was smiling ear to ear when he's at Arizona State.
You're
It's
mad
a
right
reason.
now. You're mad right now. Can we have an honest conversation about when are we gonna tell the truth about? Yo, can we have can we have an honest conversation?
You're trying, bro. You're trying. You're trying.
Hey, can we?
And I'm
No.
gonna let you drop.
I'm
not gonna
serious.
take
Can we?
your hood off yet.
Can we?
I'm
Can
not
we
gonna
have a?
take your
Can we
hoodie off
have
yet.
an
You're
honest
trying, though.
conversation?
You're trying. I'm not gonna take your hoodie off yet.
Yeah.
but
No.
you're trying,
Yes or no?
bro.
Can we?
You're
Can we have?
trying.
All right.
Bro, we here. It's honest. We here. We doing it. We talking about it. Let's talk about it.
Yo,
Let's
you
ask
guys-
the question
you guys-
and say some wild.
So what you trying to get at, Shaq?
It only hurts because it was in the second. It only hurt because it was in the second round. I'm just jumping all over the place because Dale. Actually, if you want to have an honest conversation, you clearly don't.
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
here.
okay.
Ask any question, and
Is
if
there-
my guys on the panel think I'm sugarcoating anything, they'll let me know easy. But
Is
you
there-
ain't getting that from me. Go ahead.
Is there a
Ask-
trend? Is
Ask
there
your
a trend?
top 3 questions. Ask
Is
your
it-
top 3 questions.
Is there a trend with Kevin Durant and the teammates
You said-
or the teams that he
What he
chooses?
said?
No.
You said
Is
what?
there
What's
is there
one?
a trend? Is there a trend with Kevin Durant
Uh-huh.
and the teams that he chooses to go to?
No.
What's the trend that you're trying to get at?
Nah,
Sure.
If you
I'm
guys
asking
don't
a
see the
question.
trend, I'm not talking to you guys anymore.
Okay.
What you talking
Let's
about?
move on.
OKC?
I said no.
You talking
I
about the
said no,
Warriors?
and
What else do we
no
have
is
on?
the truth.
Yo, I have a doc over here.
We
Can
don't
we
have a
talk
doc.
about anxiety?
No,
I have
no,
anxiety on the doc today. Can we talk about it?
Nah, we could talk about it Wednesday. There's
That's-
no anxiety doc today. Listen, so KD
I had something
Frank-
for you, Shaq, but
it
you
was
didn't take
KD
it.
and Kyrie, and James Harden wanted to go there.
Can I hear
So what is
JB's
the
take,
trend?
please?
So is it a trend with Braun getting to a team and then texting Anthony Davis through Rich Paul like, when are you coming? When are you coming? When are you coming? I won't. What do you like, Shaq? What do you? Kevin Love at the best power forward at the time. Come to Cleveland. Take Andrew Wiggins. Come to Cleveland. I'm going back to Cleveland. They got Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving's on the come up. What are we doing?
Mhm.
What are we doing? I'm sorry. I don't see the trend in one player that you can't see in another. If you say it's a trend between superstars, Shaq, I will agree with you. But if you just single out KD, it's no trend. It's none at all. None whatsoever.
All right. JB, you have something for me?
Yeah, I did, but you didn't take it in Vegas. But it's okay. It'll help you with your anxiety. But let's talk about let's talk about next year. Let's talk about these coaching positions, right?
Yeah,
A
that's
lot is
wicked.
opened up.
Yeah, they could.
Let's talk about these coaching
There's
positions.
nothing to talk about.
JD, who fits right in Dallas?
Oh God,
Luka Doncic's
I don't
daddy.
know why.
That's the only person that's going to be able to control that. Mark Cuban better come down and coach from the stands, because
No
Luka's clearly
kidding.
getting his way. That's fire out of you guys to try to act like it
I
wasn't
don't-
any smoke.
I don't think it matters what coach goes to Dallas right now because I think they're just the entire from top to bottom right now is just kind of in disarray. So
How did the front office put the pieces around Kevin Durant, Jack Band? I'm just curious. If you're trying to sit here and tell me when KD was going through his thing out there, if you think KD and Kyrie didn't know James Harden was coming to Brooklyn, you're highly mistaken. That's all I got to say about that.
Continue, JD.
No, I just think that they're in such disarray right now that I don't think it really matters. I don't think someone's going to come save them next year. I think they're going to have a couple years now where they're going to have to kind of stumble their way through some stuff. We'll see how Luka handles this next year.
But I feel like a coach like Mark Jackson could come in that thing and, kind of turn some things around, though, because players respect him because he played at
Shaq, you got
a high level.
You said what?
You got your iPhone?
Yeah. Yo, Rick Carlisle was a good coach, by the way.
No, he was a great coach. 16 years, 13 years?
Yeah, something like that.
I want to say it was 16 years.
I don't think it was 16.
13.
I don't think it was
What
16.
is the 16? Where am I getting the 16? There's a 16 years with something with the man. Yeah, 13
Yo,
years.
listen. But like, this is why we can't get off the Kevin Durant situation. Am I entitled to say this though, or you wanna?
Not everything though.
No, I'm not gonna say everything, but I don't know why Kevin Durant and Delroy James are texting right now. I really don't. But this is why I love and hate KD.
He clapping at you, Shaq?
No, he not clapping at me. He's clapping at some players, but not me. A player.
Right. Yeah, good bum though.
And that's why I didn't come in here, especially yesterday, with the hoorah, because I'm like that really got to sting a little bit, and that's why I wasn't on that type time. I wasn't on that time.
Yeah.
But if we can pick a villain from that game because we passed that up, I seen you shoot Steve Nash a few shots.
Yeah, Steve Nash, but only he's right and he's wrong because he's like, well, I call a timeout when the person I'm on with the ball got the ball in his hands, basically, right? Mm-hmm. But then in my mind, I'm like, yo, you got 7 seconds left, maybe 6, just timeout just to rest him because he played the whole 53 minutes in an NBA game 7 is wild. Like, come on, that's like I love hooping, but I can't play 40 minutes a game, and it's just like. Don't draw. Give me 32, 33. Don't draw. You know what I'm saying? 53 in a playoff being mostly guarded by PJ Tucker. It's ridiculous.
PJ Tucker.
How do you think PJ did on him?
Yeah. I think he did great. Because the refs let PJ Tucker play old school defense on KD this whole series. Like the old and then, but people got to understand they could argue their dynamic is one of the best in terms of off the court. I don't know if y'all seen the highlight with him and PJ and KD mom arguing where she's spazzing like, right. You playing basketball, you playing football. He looked and said, I love you. She's like, I love you too. Their dynamic is really like family bonded. Like I told y'all, he hosted KD when KD was a junior visiting Texas. Like they really like close like that. So the refs let him get away with murder.
Right.
Murder. Yeah, but KD got a lot of calls. Like especially really? Bro, every time he went in there and flailed, they blew the whistle.
KD got a couple yesterday that I knew wasn't foul. One on Drew Holiday and another one. But that was yesterday. But Chris Middleton, he was getting big time like superstar calls, like and 1-3s type calls.
But his footwork and his body control is elite. That's what I did take away from Middleton. He has a really good handle, really good footwork.
Shaq, the next one says, dude was poking me in the eye on contestant shit. How does that even happen? It actually was great bum though. I loved it. That was the next one.
It was great bump though. It was. That's why I wasn't mad at it either way because it's like PJ when KD pump fakes, you always go for that and you kind of have to. But KD has the move where he's gonna hezzy to three, hezzy to mid, take another dribble, pull up,
and get closer. Right.
And it's automatic, and that is impressive. That is impressive. For the shot that KD sent the game in the OT, would you give Giannis to guard KD or keep Tucker? Listen, I don't want Giannis guarding Kevin. I just
Me
don't.
neither. Everybody's like, but I think people saying Giannis got to do it because defensive player of the year and first team on defense. But I don't want to see that because Giannis, it would have been bad for you. So just
because he don't move like that.
Did your best. I did your best, and Bud was smart.
Yeah, in a 7-game series, like a task like that to have to remember how to guard Kevin Durant every second, nah. And I need you to score.
I do think Giannis dominates Philly though, because he got that hump off his back. I think this series goes to 7 also.
I think
Giannis it's not
wins.
over, but I do think Philly's gonna win. And if Philly draw today, it's like
I would love to now that the Nets lost, I would love to see Trae Young in the semis.
I want to see it too
in the conference finals.
Really?
Yeah, because I just can't deal with the Ben Simmons stuff right now.
I want to see. You said you're not what?
I can't deal with the Ben Simmons anxiety right now. I just can't.
Oh yes,
Ben. Like no. Like really?
It's nasty.
Really?
It's nasty.
Hack a Ben. Like you seriously go down there and just foul that man every time, and he goes to the line, petrified.
You foul the point guard. You foul the point guard.
It's nasty, and I'm just like Ben. Like I'm gonna shoot you some bail. Like you still growing.
The line is like the Twilight Zone for him.
I don't get that. I don't understand how you just don't sit there. Like it's not a 3-point.
And he has good mechanics, right? He has great mechanics.
Not in 2K.
I feel like he goes to social media and he just thinks of everything everybody's gonna be tweeting about him, and he just gets in this funk.
But I think Ben's having a triple double tonight, though. I got Ben for a triple double.
What, steals, assists, and rebounds?
Nah, he's getting 10 points.
We'll see.
He's getting 10 points.
But that's why this is prisoner of the moment. Like, yo, Shaq, you still think Bum Simmons is good even though he's the biggest Yo, listen to me. We're not listen.
Listen, Bum Simmons is fire. And whoever made that up, star next to their name.
We were one game away from calling Drew Holiday the worst player in the history of life. That's how funny. That's how prisoner of the moment works.
Right, but I would have just said Bruce played bad. I would have just said Drew played bad. I wouldn't say what you said. But then he stepped up, and you're still not giving his credit.
No.
You could say you didn't give Drew no credit yet, but you would say if he didn't step up the way he did, he was the worst player in life.
He stepped up and did his thing yesterday. He ended on 3 for 5. I think before that he was like 13 for 3 for 14.
Yeah, he was struggling.
4 for 18.
4 for 18. But it's like, Drew, like I'm glad that you stepped up, but you're invisible, man, and that's just keeping it a buck. Drew, I feel like you show up a lot less than you do show up.
And he got the stop of the game on KD.
Yeah, but he has some questionable turnovers. I swear to you, I thought Drew was throwing the game.
The way you say Drew was point shaving, a lot of people on my side thinks Joe Harris got the bag. It's just the truth.
I mean, Joe
was wide open, bro.
But you can have a series like that. That's just mechanics. Like you shouldn't. But I guaranteed if Kyrie and James was there, it would be an afterthought. But of course, now it's the same narrative that you guys got to blame all of KD's supporting cast. It's the same thing LeBron James went through.
I'm just saying people are castrating Joe Harris, a shooter. You're wide open, just shoot.
Yeah, but that's
what they're doing. I didn't bring up no other player.
No, I'm saying, but when you're great like that,
I don't think no bench player for the Nets took a shot yesterday.
I think that's facts.
But when you've reached that level of greatness that KD has, prepare for everything that comes with it.
The only reason I said that, Shaq, is because you were saying the Nets were loaded. So if they're loaded, they only put 2 players. They put 1 player in the starting lineup, 1 extra player for Kyrie. Where's that loaded bench you thought they had? That's all I'm saying.
So then what NBA team has a loaded bench? And don't just start. No. I'm just saying best team in the NBA.
Suns have a good bench.
But the Nets have the best team in the NBA.
Yes, because of their 3-headed monsters.
So what team is
Suns
better?
have a good
What
bench.
team is better
I
than
like
the Nets?
I like Milwaukee bench. They cut their roster down too, but I like the couple guys coming off their bench.
They
I
missed the
like
one
Bobby
seed.
Portis.
They
You
missed
said
the one
what?
seed by one game with playing with two superstars 80% of the season.
Because they had KD, Harden, and Kyrie. What are you
No,
saying?
exactly. So even
Right,
without one of the
but you
superstars,
just said you don't compare regular season to playoffs. You said that last year.
no, I'm telling. What do you mean? I'm telling you right now, as far as the team rating. Like, what do you mean? How is someone supposed to rate a team? How their current roster? Just because they're injured, they go down to. I'm telling you, the Nets had the best team in the league.
Well, why wouldn't you base it on the roster they have now? Because that's a different team. I can't put Kyrie on the reign of a team if he's not going to be there.
That's really
That
weird.
makes no.
No. I'm
the
talking
truth.
about coming into the playoffs, coming into the
Of
season.
course, 100%. Healthy Nets team was the best team in the NBA. Right, correct. I agree.
You were
You
talking.
would bet to differ because you like the healthy Lakers better, but I didn't.
No. I'm literally on the show saying that I like the benches of the Nets a lot better. I like the Nets bench a whole lot better than the Lakers bench, and I still feel that way. And I really like
So
the Nets
Shaq,
team.
what happens next year with the Lakers though? What do you foresee?
I don't know. I feel like this year was literally tailor made for LeBron to win another ring. Literally, the stars aligned, even though LeBron still got eliminated.
So do
Kawhi
you think
getting
he needs
injured.
more shooting around him or what?
Kawhi getting injured, they were going to destroy the Nuggets, and they were going to be playing the Clippers with Paul George right now. And I would like to think that LeBron team beats the Clippers. Then you go to the finals and you have your pick of Milwaukee, Sixers, or the Hawks. Maybe you get destroyed by the Bucks. Maybe. But Bucks are about
The
to.
healthy Lakers team?
Yeah.
What's the name is in the Western Conference Finals next year if Klay Thompson's healthy?
Golden
Stamp
State?
that. Stamp that. Stamp it.
Yeah, because
Stamp
only
it.
because you
I would
see
agree.
you see the teams. You guys are not dealing. You guys are not going to be able to beat Klay, Steph, and Draymond. That's not
Stamp
happening.
it.
And Draymond says he's scoring next year. Ooh.
That's a hot take.
That's
That's a tamale right there.
yo,
I never heard one.
yo, they said we're happy that the Jazz lost because it stopped Gobert from getting All NBA Defensive Player of the Year. What else was his accolades? Number one seed,
Third team All NBA.
third team All NBA, NBA Finals MVP. They said it stopped all of that from happening. That's nasty.
That was a gutsy performance by Donovan Mitchell also, though.
I'm still shocked that they lost.
Yeah,
like
but
in a
I don't
manner.
feel bad because they were up 26. So
No, I don't feel
that's
bad
tough
for
to feel
anybody that
bad for
lost.
them.
They drew, and coaches are just drawn.
Yeah. He's going too. I'm just waiting for it to come out.
That's
Where's he
incredible.
going?
I don't know.
Or he's just gone, period.
I don't know if he's leaving. I'm just thinking that he's got to be going. And the only reason I'm thinking that is because back to back, you up 2-0, then you lose 4 straight this year, and then last year you up 3-1 and you drew. It's like you don't want to win, basically.
I would like to see a Derrick Rose in LA.
Now I like him to stay in New York.
I would
So
like to
get
see
rid of Schroeder? Shaq.
No, get rid of Kyrie Irving. Please trade Kyrie Irving for Jokic. Please, I think they'll take him.
That's a stupid trade for the Nets.
Of course it is.
Jokic will slow it down. They don't want to slow down.
You still can trade Kyrie for anybody. How do you know? Well, they need to slow it down. They need to do something different. Everybody got this. Well, we don't like to slow it. You need to do something different. Something's not working.
They need to stay healthy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I'm trading Kyrie. Or James. I need somebody that I can rely on. Or this is going to keep happening. I've been trying to tell you guys, that team is injury prone. Just look at the history. It's written in the stars.
I don't know. This playoffs was very interesting because of the injuries. Because you really seen like historic performance. And that game 50 when they lost was crazy. KD 49 where everybody looked at him. KD even last night. You had Donovan Mitchell putting it back on. Your boy, which you haven't addressed yet. Paul George. Still waiting for you to bite that tongue. Still sitting here waiting.
When you give Giannis his credit, I'll give Paul George his credit.
No, I'm not giving Giannis any credit.
I'm not giving Paul George any credit. You made it. You made it to the semis, Giannis. Well, Giannis too.
Oh
Paul
yeah,
George.
congratulations to that for sure. But it's me not giving Giannis the credit is because I'm just not a fan of his game.
But that's how you always. That's why you love Jason Tatum, Carmelo Anthony, and Paul George so much, just because of the way it looks.
It's not about how it looks at all. Because I like Shaq. Love Shaq game.
Yeah, everybody loves Shaq.
Exactly.
That was
so
brute
it's not
force.
about how it looks.
So what player do you like?
It's two things. It's two things about Giannis that I didn't sit well. I don't like how he tried to pick on James Harden, then he backtracked his steps. I didn't like that.
Well, but you appreciate how KD picked on Giannis and then try to backtrack his steps.
When did he pick on Giannis?
When he literally said to Jay Will at the little cocktail party that they was at, "Don't ever compare me to Giannis." If you think Jay Will made that up,
let me ask you a question. If someone tells you a story, right, and you that power, that stature of what you're in, right? If you know you're lying or they're lying, you'll come out so brazen and be like, "Don't make that up about me." If you're in the Braun, KD stature, and then why haven't listen? This is gonna get you. Why hasn't Jay Will responded yet?
why would I? First off, I have a job.
A man
it's
is
not
calling
like,
you a liar of that stature.
But Jay Will isn't
They're looking at you like. So why wouldn't Jay Will respond and just say brush it off, or why he hasn't responded yet?
KD can do no wrong this episode.
Oh my God. yo, JD, why do you think Jay Will ain't respond yet?
Yeah, I have thought about this situation a little bit. I think I saw the clip like last week or something. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I saw what KD came out and said, and I was like, I'm trying to comprehend, like, what does he benefit by saying this?
What does who benefit from?
Jay.
Okay.
I'm like, why does he benefit from saying this? Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's like a storyline thing. Maybe to just try and...
It's an ESPN storyline thing. It's a thing that people are going to click that, yeah, so KD's extra hungry to prove that
right.
Giannis not on the same level, extra, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
No pun intended.
Right. But then I'm also thinking, yeah, it's like, just like to come up with something so elaborate like that. I don't know. It's weird because that's not even a good comparison.
It could be happening. But my thing is, the only reason that got me like, yo, Jay, well, you looking funny. Why haven't you responded to a man of that stature calling you a liar? Not even in the slightest, like, oh, the story got yada, yada, yada. Nothing, just nothing.
I mean, and I'm obviously purely speculating here, is like...
Me and you are speculating. Only Shaq knows what happened in that cocktail party because he was there.
You can ask literally KD right now. I know it's probably not the best time to get the inside scoop.
I would never ask him that. You're bad. Yo, so
I just think it was true.
That up, huh?
That's something crazy to make up. Like, that is really just fishing. Like, to be that specific about the situation. I understand, like, okay, you said that, but it was a misunderstanding. But for him to just go out of his way, and I'm sure Jay Will told that story to many people before just going on ESPN and just saying that.
He did. That's where he like felt easier. So he planted the seed. So then people probably was like, "Yeah, Jay had told me that too."
But I just the thing that's so nasty about that.
So it seemed real.
No, I like Euron Hezzy said like Jay Will sold out. Like, that's such a crazy incident to just say on national television. Even if you did hear that.
No, but he was so emphatic, though. Did you watch it? I watched it. I'm like, oh, word.
I feel like he argued. Yeah, I feel like he argued with himself before the show. Like, should I do this? And then he amped himself up to be like, I'm about to tell this story. And he just told it.
Like a
and I was
coaster, like about to dive in the pool.
And I'm like, Jay, Jay, well, this is nasty.
But it's some people you can't make stories up about because, like, They like KD would he sees everything and he would respond like he's lying. He did it to Chris Broussard, and then Chris Broussard retracted steps and was like, texting could be DMs and all that. Also, when he's like, I literally never had Chris Broussard number in my life. And Chris Broussard was like, yeah, DMs could be miscalculated as texts and all this stuff. And then like
It could.
that. Like
It could.
he's
It
a
could.
bad,
But
he's
the
a
way
bad
that
guy.
the way that he delivered it too, it was like he wrote it down on a piece of paper and read it a bunch of times first. It was just seemed like very scripted.
It seemed so genuine, authentic because they had the 35 Ventures, they had the show,
and that's what I was about to comment on.
Everybody also put it like, damn, they was there together. Like, yeah, him and Slim really was on
Because
something.
he said this, and I'm not like I will never believe that Kevin Durant did not say that.
You believe he didn't say it?
No, I 100 believe. I 100% believe. No, he's a bad guy for putting it out there. But
and
Jay
for the
Will,
motorcycle accident.
and that was even, but.
He had me tight. No, I loved him at Duke. He had me so tight again on that motorcycle, bro.
That was tough.
Facts.
Like he was different than me, bro. I'm like, oh, he about.
But are you about to explain the motorcycle story about Jay Will to the viewers? Because I'm sure a lot of them are younger and they don't know what happened with Jay Will.
Oh, that how nice he was, National Player of the Year at Duke. Maybe top 3 pick in the NBA. Might have been 2, to be honest. I think finished up his rookie year again. His feet wet, motorcycle accident.
Wasn't it just him? And they said you can never play basketball again.
Yeah, he started working out and trying, but nah.
Is prime Jay Will better than prime D Rose?
That's a funny question. When is prime Jay Will? Duke junior year?
Duke playing
2000?
But I'm saying who would you pick, Jay Will or Derrick Rose?
I'm taking D Rose. Let's act. I didn't even want to answer that question because it was so wacky. But Jay was really on his trolling horses right there, big trolling horse with the stick. Let's ask it. Cause y'all still what is prime D Rose to y'all though? Seriously, that MVP year, right?
Yo, 20. How much? 26. 5 assists, 3 rebounds at 22, youngest MVP, taking your team to a number 1 seed. That's tough.
Say the stats again.
That's really tough.
Say those stats again.
It's like 26, 5, and 3.
Okay. And you said it's a different NBA, right? And he's 22.
No, this is know that it's a different NBA than 10 years ago.
It is. Okay, whatever you say. So it's not about numbers. It was just about him doing that on the team he was on, basically.
It was him doing that at that age with that team.
Don't say age, because I could debunk age right away. Because Jason Tatum is the same age, and his numbers this year is better than that. And
of course, yeah. But Jason Tatum in that era is not doing that, Dale. Or players would have already been doing it. I keep telling you this.
I don't know what that means. What do you mean, Jason Tatum in that era is not doing that?
Like you don't give the game, you don't give the NBA game SCB. Neither one of you guys give the evolution of the NBA game.
So you think that time when D Rose was doing that, the NBA was better than it is now?
Why wasn't Westbrook getting those triple doubles then during that time?
So why he wasn't what?
Why wasn't he getting those same triple doubles that he's getting right now? Why wasn't he getting that 10 years ago?
He was honestly Westbrook was on a better team. He had Kevin Durant and James Harden, Serge Ibaka.
And then when James left, why didn't he do it then?
He did get triple doubles, not as much as he did, but with KD, Russ got triple doubles with KD. Russ was an all-star with KD. People saying Russ a superstar next to KD. Russ alone is very different.
It can be argued.
D Rose wasn't alone. He had a
He was alone. He never played. He never played with a Kevin Durant 2-man. How? His wingman was never Kevin Durant or James Harden. D Rose.
Who?
D Rose.
That D Rose team though, the team you're talking about, when he won MVP, that team was better than OKC.
Okay, that team would have been an AFC without D Rose. Maybe didn't make the playoffs. And it's good to sit here and say that they would have, but if we're being realistic, it probably doesn't happen.
Of course, D Rose catapulted that team. But they had They had Tibbs. They had a great coach, top-notch coach. Might have won Coach of the Year that year. They had a defensive player of the year in Joakim Noah. They had bench Andre Nocioni. They had Carlos Boozer, Luau Deng. I'm confused. I'm Jimmy Butler. I'm really confused at the credit that both teams is not getting. They took the Heat to 6 maybe or 7, I think.
I think it was 6.
D Rose catapulted them, but don't do that. Like, don't act like
all right.
his
So
numbers.
start, bench, cut, prime. Let's go prime Kobe. Let's go prime Kobe.
You gotta throw 2 haymakers after that for him not starting.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go prime Kobe, prime Shaq, prime Jordan.
Ooh.
Start, bench, cut.
Start Mike, bench Kobe, cut Shaq. That's how I got it. I have Mike 1, Kobe 2 in and they gotta stay for me.
I'm not even about to. I would just state mine, and I'm not going to say the reasons of why mine's just like this. Oh man, I mean, it doesn't matter who I start or bench, but I gotta cut Kobe. I have to cut Kobe. Out of those 3, that is tough.
I think that's what I was going to do. I think I'm starting Mike, benching Shaq, cutting Kobe.
That's tough. I mean, but what is your reasoning that you're choosing Kobe over Shaq, other than
the same reason the Lakers chose Kobe over Shaq?
I don't know how you guys are looking at it, but I'm looking at it like if they're playing on the same team, I'm taking Jordan and pairing him with Shaq.
You can't pair them.
I don't know about pairing Kobe and Mike if that's better than Mike and Shaq.
I mean, you guys just told me that Jokic can't go to Brooklyn because they want to play faster, even though James Harden, Jokic, and Kevin Durant is a way better team than Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and James Harden.
I wouldn't say that, but even if they play on the same team, I'll have Mike at the 1, Kobe at the 3. It's fine. I mean, Mike at the 2, Kobe at the 3.
Dell does have a point though with the Brooklyn being slowed down. Like, they're a very run and gun offense.
How often do they throw it in the block if it's not to KD? James Harden never played with someone like Jokic. He needs an alley-oop buddy. He needs a Capella.
I'm trading Kyrie and DeAndre Jordan for Rudy Gobert and anybody.
I'll take Rudy. I won't trade. Like, if that trade, I would rather Rudy instead of Jokic on that team. Team. Rudy doesn't get the ball in the block. He runs block shots and he can catch alleys from James. He don't.
Yeah, no, I mean it makes sense to fit the offense.
On Brooklyn.
I know, but it's still, I'm like, I don't know that slowing the offense down with that team is a bad idea either.
Nah, that won't slow it down because the Jazz shoot threes and run. That's what they do.
No, I know. No. Rudy Gobert would not change their offense. But right. Jokic changing their offense, slowing it down, I don't think that's a bad thing for the Nets because, like, the ability to kick into Jokic on the block, draw the attention, and then kick out to, like, a Joe Harris, KD, James Harden, like, that's kind of nuts.
Right. Something's ringing. I have no idea what it is.
Yo, Trae Young. Are we going to talk about Trae Young?
Are we going to talk about Kemba Walker?
Yo, he's on Has-Been Island. They sent him there. He has to do his bid 2-3 years.
No, he's not even gonna. I don't even think he's gonna play a game. I don't even think he's gonna wear an OKC jersey.
Just like
so, where does he end up?
We didn't think Chris Paul was about to wear OKC jersey.
I think OKC's just trying to get something for him.
Such a annoying franchise.
The Thunder, they're just.
It's a good farm team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. It's like the Seattle Mariners in baseball.
Yeah,
Seattle Mariners is the MLB farm team.
That's tough. That's tough. It's just like they just want
But
to make money.
you got to think about they had James Harden, they had Westbrook, they had KD, Chris Paul. Everybody
It's
that
Yeah,
leaves
it's
there has
rebuilding years.
a
It's
decent.
rebuilding years.
it's so frustrating. One, I'll never like the Thunder because for obvious reasons. But it's so frustrating to see them get taken out from under us, go over there, and then it's like they have no idea what they're doing. Like, are they going to build a basketball team one day?
What are we talking about?
Okay,
The Thunder. Like, what are they doing over there?
Hey, wait, hold on. Did Shaq wait till I got up to bring up Kimba?
No, I brought it up.
Okay.
I said, are we going to talk about Kemba? I don't think Dell. This is what I said. Shaq said he thinks he's going to play there for a couple years. I don't think he wears an OKC jersey and steps foot on the floor in OKC this year.
Someone said
next year.
that to me, right? But then I'm like, I don't know if that's true.
I don't know why you guys think
Because-
that.
Someone said that, but I think he plays. It's weird to say this, but this is the reason. I'm just based it on social media. OKC ain't posted them on their page like "Welcome to OKC" if they're about to just let him go.
Yeah, that's tough.
That was kind of wicked, but I don't know if I said it on this show. If I was just talking, my brothers. What I know Kimba, and I know his like peoples that be around. Like, listen, when I tell you a great guy, bought all his friends' houses, gave them 2 cars in North Carolina, paid the house off, paid the car off. Like, amazing guy, amazing.
Jeez.
4 of his friends, his close friends, big houses. Didn't hurt.
You have his phone number?
Didn't hurt.
I'm looking for a new friend.
I tried to fill out that resume. It didn't happen. But look,
You got a
but
better
look,
one right
so-
now. You keep on the track that you're on.
but,
Right, no
listen,
kidding.
Listen, about to start working for 35 inches. But
Yo, you leaving Player's Choice for
Wait, you're
KD's
leaving
company?
77 Media for
you're not
35
understanding. Player's choice is getting to 35 inches, but
Yo, listen.
listen.
You were been
listen.
supposed to pitch us to KD. We'll work for free. We'll work for free.
Yeah,
you got to
for
throw
real.
some balls before you throw a strike.
And I'll just ask him if he just pays off my student loans, I'll work for free.
Yo, dude, that's the best
So
thing
listen.
you've ever said on the show, by the way.
Right
there.
I knew you like that one.
Imagine the show being under his brand and Shaq's just KD slander.
But
That's the realness.
I talked to Dorval. He's like, this was during the year. He's like, yeah, K Walker ain't staying in Boston. So I knew that was happening. Not to OKC. He's like, they'd rather see him somewhere like the Pistons because this is what every player is not legacy type players. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in NBA is not. So people try to make Kimba one like, oh, worry about your legacy, worry about winning, worry about this, worry about that. But some players is like, yo, you play for your contract, play to get your money, play for whatever the case may be. So, and like Tobias Harris, though I ain't looking at Tobias Harris like, yo, win or lose. It's a choosing few. It's the Kyries, James, the superstars of the league. Like the Kyrie, James, the everyone ain't like legacy players. So K Walk got his money, gonna go to XC, get his stats up, and get another contract. And that's just how it's gonna be. Like, and
I can respect
we
that.
Yeah, we label everyone those dudes that the echelons of like not everyone's not that. K Walk is tough to me. He's never been overrated, especially seeing where he came from, all that stuff. But when he said that, he's like, bro, everybody ain't winning the chip.
Right.
Everyone ain't,
But-
you know what I'm saying?
But you don't think you can? I think you can get something for Kemba though,
I know,
and I feel like that's
I do too. And I also think
I
Kimba
don't.
is a valuable piece on a championship team. I just think he got hurt at the wrong time with Boston.
If I can't trade you for Tim Hardaway Jr. straight up, if I can't trade you for CJ McCollum straight up, it's just like, what am I? I'm about to trade you for Kyle Kuzma? Okay, I'll do that. OKC.
You don't think the Lakers will rather Kimba than Dennis Schroeder?
I honestly don't think so.
Oh, I cannot believe that. I don't believe that at
Don't.
all.
I'm talking long term because I think LA loves Dennis. I think they do. I don't know why they like Schroeder so much. I wouldn't be mad if they kept him, but personally, I would want Kimba over Schroeder.
Yeah, I would too. But Dennis,
I'm I'm taking Kim over Soda easily though.
I
That's
am
crazy.
too, but he actually did play very well for them.
Right, except in the playoffs.
Yeah, right.
Joe Harris, it's the same. no, I'm taking Joe. I'm taking Joe Harris missed threes over Dennis Schroeder just not making anything. I'm taking that every time.
What happened to the dot? To the thing?
We were glitching out, but that was actually kind of sick. Little special effects for the viewers if you're
You want me
watching
to
on
press that?
YouTube. Hey, don't forget to click that subscribe button and thumbs up the video. By the way, hey Shaq,
Why does nobody thumbs up our
I have
video?
I have a question for you because we did we were ranking 5 players last episode,
Uh-huh.
and you ranked Klay Thompson first, and I'm curious.
Uh-huh.
Strictly offense, because I understand that Klay is a great defender.
Uh-huh.
What is the difference between Klay Thompson and Joe Harris minus last night?
Yeah, are you serious right now?
Yeah. What's the difference? I just want to hear you say it.
What do you mean?
What is the difference between them?
You're just saying just offense.
Yeah, just on offense. Because he's a great defender. Joe Harris is
He's okay
obviously
defender.
not.
He's okay. Joe actually plays okay on defense.
Yo,
Like,
I
if
hate
you
how we act.
Yeah, but he's
guys
not
know.
as good as Klay.
But I hate how we.
JD, this is I'll
That's
answer for
tough.
Shaq because I'm a huge Clay fan also. But it don't matter. Take last night out the window, whatever the case may be. Who cares? He could have made all the shots last night, and it still would have been a stupid ass question because it's shooters and it's level of shooters. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
It's
of
like,
course.
Joe Harris will never, even on that Warriors team, you plug Joe in, no matter how good he shoots, he would never do what Clay did in a game 6 against the OKC. Ever. You sit here now, you can't even sit here and witness him doing that. He would never have 37 points in a quarter. Like, even just switch them in, give him the same shot. It just won't happen.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and now you're just like doing them back like that was dumb.
And Klay also can put the ball on the
completely
floor.
agree.
I hate how you guys
for
act like
sure.
Klay Thompson can't dribble.
No one said Klay Thompson can't dribble. We said that he is not. Well, I said, or I don't even know
He's
if I
not
said
a
this,
dri-
but
he's
he's
not
not
a
a
dribbler.
playmaker. He's not a playmaker.
at all.
He's for
He can
sure
put
not
the
a
ball on the
passer.
floor. He could put the ball on the floor. He is not a playmaker.
For sure, but who is outside of the elite ones?
Who is a playmaker?
Dennis Schroeder isn't, and he's a point guard.
I think he is.
How is Dennis Schroeder a playmaker?
Because
He literally, if you give him any space,
kick.
no, he can't. If you give him any space, he's looking to get his shot off, or he may pass
Nah, I
it, or
don't
he
think
might
that's
turn it over.
Necessarily true.
He does nothing with confidence, and that's why Schroeder pisses me off. He does all the wrong things with confidence.
Jalen Brunson is a playmaker.
What's that guy's name?
Oh, Kuz?
Oh. Look at Kuz.
Kuz is a playmaker as well for the other team. Love Kuz though. I have to say I love every player after I say one bad thing about them. I have Kuz to China. Listen, Kuz will never go to China. Joe Harris will never go to
I didn't bring
China.
it upstairs so you can ask.
What'd you say, Shaq?
Because
I
I
said
lived downstairs.
Kuz will never go to China, and Joe Harris will never go to China.
No, of course not. They're going to play the rest of their careers in the NBA.
Especially
Who's that?
Joe
Joe
Harris
Harrison? Who?
and Kuz.
Kuzma.
Yeah, Kuz.
It's
Kuz.
it's
Listen, Kuz get to the right team. He's an all-star to me in the East. I'm telling you that.
But what's the right team?
Sixers.
Like a team that just let him do what he wants. Like I could see Kuz. Like people look at Jeremy Grant on the Pistons. No one knew Jeremy was about to do what he did this year. Average 23, borderline all-star. I think Kuz could do that on a team like the Sixers. You throw Kuz on Orlando Magic, free fall, go get your buckets. I see Kuz averaging 23 and 7, 8.
Yo, you want to know what's really scary? The epiphany that I had last night about what's about to happen. If the 76ers lose in this series, it's about to be Zion Williamson and Joel Embiid. They're going to trade Zion for Ben Simmons straight up.
That would be so sick.
I don't understand
Wait,
why
y'all-
you don't think that would work.
But there's no way that they would ever
Zion and
trade
Embiid?
Zion for Ben Simmons straight
Zion
up.
can
That would
Zion
never
can
happen.
shoot.
It would never
Zion
happen.
can shoot. If Zion wants out, it will. And Ben Simmons says, "Hey, you trade me.
If
It
they
is
lose
what it
this
is."
series, Ben Simmons is done.
No,
As
that's not.
people think the next LeBron as a superstar. If they lose this series, everyone's looking at Ben like, yo, Doc Rivers is done and Ben is done.
Yeah, Doc for
That-
sure is done. He better win tonight. Like that is a wrap. If he draws today, his career is
To
gonna
the
be looking.
Hawks. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna
I
be.
saw something the other day. It was
seen it.
like
It
of
was
the playoffs,
it's revealing. The comeback.
all the comebacks. Oh
it's
my
revealing.
god,
Yeah.
bro! Somebody tweeted it. He said, "Doc Rivers been tricking y'all."
Yeah, but
I mean-
you see, that was so crazy though. But to be honest, man,
It's the same.
you can't blame that so much on Doc, and then the world saying it's not that much coaching in the NBA. Like as players, y'all up to. I always would believe that the coaches will give playing, but like last year, the Clippers, what? Like in the bubble, that's Doc Rivers for 3-1
Doc is
against the
overrated,
Nuggets.
yeah.
Y'all blaming Doc for that comeback? Like Doc is running the same thing he ran from game 1 to 7, and they didn't make no adjustment. Them players just was it. So I get confused when they always do that. Like it's kind of 26 with a superstar in Joel and Seth playing out his mind, and they're coming back on defensive schemes. Like what? Honestly, what y'all want him to say as a coach in this? Seriously, I really want to understand.
Doc's overrated.
Like-
It's sad.
Like that was wild.
He won the championship. Same with Rick Carlisle. Won that early championship, and you just get to play. You get to coach for 10 extra years off of one championship, and that's fine because everybody can't win the championship.
Wait,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you don't think if the Mavs win that championship, Rick Carlisle doesn't coach for 13 years?
He's
No, Rick is going after like 5 or 6 for sure.
Like-
For sure.
like
Easily.
Maybe
Like,
sooner.
He's been clipped. no.
right
No,
when Dirk
Rick
was out,
been-
he was out.
Yeah. He would have been clipped. Then they got Luka and they made the playoffs. Nobody thought he was going to make playoffs. What hurt Rick is they overachieve every year in the playoffs and then just squander at the end. Like 3-2 at home to close the Clippers out. Like you got to squeal that.
But then
You
Luka
got
blames
to.
Rick, and that's why Rick's out because Rick's like, I know I'm getting blamed by this kid who thinks he knows everything.
Who thinks we're in Europe?
Yeah. Yo, but in the Serbian game, in the little exhibition, Luka had like 10, 12, and 17.
Yeah, he was
17
not.
assists in Europe is ridiculous. So it's like
Like,
He was
27.
not really. He was just out there floating around too.
Yeah, but when them games start, I bet he'd be out there with a 30-piece. See how long that lasts.
Oh
for.
yeah. When he's not just out there playing YMCA basketball.
Yeah. He's gonna play like he's gonna put up numbers like NBA numbers in this Olympic run. By the way, that's happening.
It's gonna be so sick to
Yeah,
watch.
that's happening. They're just gonna sit back. They're not playing team basketball.
Who else is on that team?
Yo, Jokic was supposed to be on that team. No, they have a really.
I
good
was gonna
team.
say
The Serbians have a really good team. Oh, really good team. They
so
got
you
a better
think
team.
They're
than
going to
Spain.
the finals.
Yeah, I actually do. I don't see any team that can mess with them. They have a really good team.
Spain doesn't really have a strong roster anymore, do they?
Yeah, they don't. They don't have a strong.
It's all their
roster.
guys are like super old now.
Hold
Yeah.
on, fellas. My little man. Father's
Over?
Day love. Yeah, it's over.
All right,
Quiet.
let's get these picks out.